Years ago today, 37 words changed everything. President Nixon signed Title IX into law, prohibiting discrimination based on sex in educational programs or activities that receive federal funding. Now, over the last year, we've heard from 46 trailblazers of women's sports in Kansas. Tonight, we take a look back on the impact the law made.
I had all these doors open, all these paths open if I was a young boy, but I didn't have those same doors and some paths open if I was a young girl.
It's been a little frustrating to think if I'd been born 50 years later, what my opportunities as an athlete could have been.
Women were not only discouraged, but prevented from participating in sports.
When I went to school, there was absolutely nothing for girls to do.
Title IX gave us opportunity.
Before, we couldn't play. We didn't play.
Title IX has really given us the opportunities to have the funding.
You hope that with Title IX, it gave you some leverage to try to get some things changed.
I felt like sports was that platform that I could make a difference.
You just fight each day. I mean, every battle.
Whenever I stepped foot on the floor, I knew that it was all bigger than me.
You had to constantly qualify that you belonged and that you had a right to exist.
Oh yeah, if the U.S. is dumb enough to want to put a woman on their team, you just go right ahead, no problem. So okay, you guys said it.
Having to clear people out of porta pots so the players can go during the middle of the game, and that's where they have to run out because there's no bathroom in the dugout, got old.
Coach Self didn't want to hire a woman. He told me that to my face and said it publicly.
Sports had a major impact on moving women forward to where we are today.
Walk tall, walk strong. You belong here. You're supposed to be here.
You can't do this. You are worth it. That's what powerlifting has brought to me.
I feel strong. I feel powerful. Girl power all the way.
It's my responsibility to help bring others along.
If I can open doors, for at least one young woman who maybe wouldn't have went to college, then I've done, what I was supposed to do as a coach.
I take a responsibility to make sure that I show up. So when I can kind of set the stage and foundation for the next person, it'll be easier for them.
Our greatest legacy is every human life we impact for the better.
Maybe there'll be a day when there's no more firsts for females.
Maybe they will say, wow, that's an athlete, and not think that's a great female athlete. That's an amazing athlete.
The more we have successful women expanding what is possible in both the sports arena and the business arena, the more we're able to leverage it, and the farther we're going to be able to go.
It has not always been easy to be a woman administrator, to be a woman in professional sports, to be a woman in collegiate sports. But the rewards have been so great. And I just think it's so important to know those stories and to share those stories of the women whose shoulders that we stand on.
We need to make sure that the history stays alive. What people did and sacrificed to get to this point.
Those of us that have grown up with this history know we have a lot of progress to still make. Women are strong. Women are wonderful.
We can't quit saying, hey, this needs to be better.
Let's be persistent. Let's not back off. Let's keep pushing for better.
If I had it to do all over again, I would not have changed a thing.
The scary thing is we're truly 50 years past, and we're still not in full compliance across the country with Title IX, which is one of the saddest things if you think about that. It's 50 years later, and it's not equal. It's better, it's much better, but it's not equal.